We are also excited to bring Naomi Perry, who was, of course, a dear friend and fashion stylist for Amy Winehouse.
I'm Naomi Perry, and I was Amy Winehouse's stylist. I'm also the author of Beyond Black, The Style of Amy Winehouse.
Opening on March 20th, runs through May 7th, open every day, free to the public.
And it will feature some of Amy's most important dresses.
So people are welcome to come down and see incredible outfits that we all know and love that Amy Winehouse wore, but also some items that people have not seen before.
They are all original, authentic Amy Winehouse dresses. We were friends first and foremost. I met her in a bar in London, in Soho. And after that, we just became really close friends. So, you know, we just were all totally inseparable. I was studying fashion at the time, and I was working as an assistant stylist. Amy called me up one day when I was on a shoot assisting and asked whether I'd be interested in working with her, which was wild. Just out of the blue, she asked me, and I was, of course, like, yeah, absolutely.
Of course, music was her thing, but she had such a recognizable look to her. When you see a photograph of Amy Winehouse, you know immediately who it is.
People try and pigeonhole her look so much, and actually she drew inspiration from so many different eras and different genres of music, and it was just an amalgamation of everything. She was very much like vintage clothing, and I just made it a little bit more high fashion and kind of introduced her to some bigger brands that really were reflective of where she was in the world, I think, at that time. She trusted me to go out and find things that she would love. I learned to kind of be her eyes. I felt it would be good for her to get some experience in the fashion world. So I contacted Fred Perry and asked them, before I asked Amy, because I just wanted to make sure that they were interested, and they, jumped at the chance. So I told Amy, and she was like, yes, absolutely. And we had talked about starting our own brand together. It's something that we really wanted to do. We both came up with an entire collection, and the dresses I designed for her were for a tour that sadly didn't happen. Amy was very involved in the design process and even helped me with naming the dresses. Each one of them is a bit of her. My favourite pieces are the flamingo dress. The flamingo dress is the first dress that I designed with Amy. There's a dress in there that we called Itsy Bitsy Camden, and it was from the Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini song. When she tried it on, I think that was her favourite out of the whole collection. There's one dress which got a lot of attention from fans because the print on it is actual herring bones, fish bones. And we thought it was really funny. They're just fun sort of prints that just sort of speak to who Amy was as a person. And then there's all the artwork as well. So there's, the artwork, and there's the some sketches that, we've got some design work in there. And then I did some collages of Amy, and no one's seen these yet. I believe that it will be the first time the public will be able to see these tour dresses on display. And all of the design work behind them. In addition, we have the dress that she wore in the F Me Pumps video, which has never been on display, so we're very excited about that. Another piece that I love, I've got an eyeliner there. Well, her eyeliner is in there, which is, I don't know whether there's anybody else that has got one of her eyeliners. That's obviously quite an iconic piece. And there's a couple of pairs of ballet pumps, very well-worn ballet pumps. They look like they've been worn for a good couple of weeks out in the streets of Camden. And then, sadly, the tour ended really abruptly after the show in Belgrade. She was unable to, wear them in public after that, because it wasn't that long after it that she passed away, sadly. This is quite a sad story, but the flamingo dress and the yellow polka dot dress and the butterfly. There's a butterfly dress which she used to call the zebra dress. It doesn't look like zebra print, it looks like butterflies, but I kind of see where she was going with it. So I actually laid them out on her sofa because she was supposed to be going to a wedding on the Sunday. Lay them out, and I put, she was upstairs asleep, and then I just wrote her a little note just to say, you know, you can mix and match these, you know, you don't have to, this is just a suggestion kind of thing. I hope you have a lovely time and I'll see you when I get back and everything. And then, and you know, that the day after she'd gone, I really respected her. I really respected her approach to style, to the fashion industry, to fame as well, to people, how she treated people. It took me a really long time to be able to say that that was me, as you know, that I helped create that, because I never wanted to take anything away from Amy. I felt by, you know, giving myself credit for anything, it takes it away from her. I feel incredibly lucky that I got to work with somebody that was just so incredible. It's hard to get my head around it sometimes.
Amy Winehouse is a fantastic performer. She loved coming to Ireland. She came to Ireland many, many times. She performed at the Oxygen, she performed at the O2, she performed at a church in Dingle. She really loved Ireland and Ireland loved her, and she has a very loyal fan base there.
Amy and I have a shared love of Ireland. I think it's really important to give as much as we can to the fans because, you know, without them, Amy wouldn't have existed, and also without them, Amy doesn't have a legacy. So I think I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited for it to be in Ireland as well. I love Ireland. I'm really excited to be at the opening of the exhibition at the Museum of Style Icons, where I can meet some of the fans, and I'll be doing a book signing also.
And also Katrina Gorley will also be joining us, and Katrina of course has great stories to tell about Amy and her friendship with Amy, and they of course work together as well on her fashion sense and her style as with Naomi. So it's going to be an incredible exhibition. We all know and loved Amy Winehouse, and now we have an opportunity to see part of the legacy that she left us. Of course, incredible music, but she truly was a style icon, so it's very fitting that this exhibition will now be opening.
So the exhibition is at the Museum of Style Icons in Newbridge, Silverware, and I think, well, Amy was an icon in every way, but particularly a style icon, and so I think it's very fitting that they should be doing something to pay homage to her there.